I got a guy in the studio today. I've known him for a long time. He's got a story to tell. I'm going to let him tell you. Then we'll edit it, and then I'm going to put him online to do some shout outs for Extreme Metal Works. Listen to what he's got to tell you.
Hello, everybody out there in radio land. My name's David Barrows, but growing up, they called me Go-Go. I've lived a go-go kind of life. It was fast and furious and hard. I got involved in things that ended up taking my life. I'm only sitting here today with Bern because I was given a second chance at this thing that you and I call life. I was pronounced dead 3 times. I went into a coma, laid in a coma for months. Half of me is fake today. I lost the whole left side of my face, my nose, my cheek, my forehead, my ear, my jaw. It's all gone. I only live with half of myself today. But the reason I wanted to come and talk to Wicked Bernadette, where I'm loving the name, is because we go back years and years and years. We were kids growing up, and I thought I was having fun, enjoying all the things that I got involved in. It started out with alcohol and girls, drinking and partying, sex, which quickly led to other things. And for me, it led to marijuana, and then it led to pills, and then it led to cocaine, and I quickly turned that into crack, which took me to one of my first bottoms. And when I say bottom, every drug addict and alcoholic that's out there that can hear my voice will know that when you hit your bottom, you finally found a place that you can call home, that you can finally get some help. But my bottom came May 28, 2005. I was moved up to Augusta, West Virginia, where I thought that I would not find all the things that were killing me in my life. I was into coke, and I was into crack, and I started doing crystal meth, and I finally found heroin. But when I was moved up to West Virginia, middle of a mountain, and if you see pictures of my home today, you'll see that that's exactly where I live, is in the middle of the mountains. But if you take a drug addict and an alcoholic, and I don't care if you move him to the middle of the desert, he's going to find what he's looking for. But it was only a matter of time until I found what I was looking for. And on May 28, 2005, I was in an accident, and it cost me my life. I had used drugs that day. I was drunk. I climbed on a four-wheeler, never putting a helmet on, thinking I didn't need it. And the next thing I knew, it was 5 months later, and I was waking up from my coma. I learned real quick about the power of the God that I serve today, because I was running my life, and running my life, any drug addict or alcoholic that's out there trying to run their own life is going to sooner or later hit a bottom. And my bottom, like I said, was dying. But I started to go to Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous meetings, thinking I really don't need these meetings. I've been to them before, and they really never helped me before. I never listened. I never took advice from anybody that was in those rooms, but I learned real quick that what these people were telling me was the truth. And when I say the truth, I mean the truth about drinking and doing drugs. I had to take my life, and I had to turn it over to the power of a God that I serve today. And I'm sitting here with Bernie today, clean and sober 11 years. And that's only because that I quit running my life. I go to meetings every day of my life. I've made the best friends that one man could ever ask for. And along this little journey that I'm on called life, there was a woman that came across my story, and she wrote a book. And the book's been published finally, and it's out. It's called From Certain Death to Saving Lives. And today I travel the country telling my story about what I used to be and what I became today. So I just want to shout out to Bernie, first of all, for having me come here and to share my story, as little bit of it as I could today. But life is an awesome, awesome thing, and we can't waste it away on these things that we think that are making us happy, as far as these drugs and all the drinking that I got myself involved with.
I drank for a long time myself, and I found that now that I don't drink, it's a difference. I was kind of drunk that I could not go out and have one beer.
Right.
If I had a mission that I was going out and getting hammered, I was getting fucking tore up.
That's it.
And that was it. There wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts. But I ran a hard, long life because of the man that I chose in my life. When that man left my life by death, my life became better. So it's all about the choices that you make, I think. And the rock bottom is where you have to be. And I can say that right now because I have a son in Franklin County Prison sitting with a gunshot wound to his foot that is no fault but his own. But the drugs have taken over his life. And I hope that this is his rock bottom. I'm doing the tough love parenting. His dad's pissed off, but I will fight tooth and nail because I know that the next step is going to be the funeral home for that kid. And I'd really hate for that to be the last time that I ever talk to his father is by taking him to his father's brother's funeral home and having him laid to rest. That's my biggest fear.
That's, you know, Bernie, the truth about these bottoms and funeral homes and people dying, and all we need to do today, and you and I both know it, read it, and see it all the time, is how many people are overdosing and dying from these drugs that are out there today. When I got involved in this way of life that I'm living today, clean and sober and good people, I've learned that I not only don't run my own life today, I allow the God that I serve to run my life each and every day, and I love my life today. It's awesome. And a lot of people look at me like I'm crazy because I have TBI, which is traumatic brain injury, and I'm on a roller coaster every day of emotions of liking me and hating me. But I got this sponsor in Alcoholics Anonymous, and this guy was, when he told his story, I swear to God, it was my story. We were so much alike, had done so many of the same things, but he's the one that came to my last rehab that I went to. And when I come out of rehab, he was in the parking lot waiting for me. And he said to me, "David, I love you. Have you had enough yet?" And this was after 30 days of being in rehab. Of course, I said, "For sure. You know, I'm absolutely done. I'm done with this. Look what it's costing me, and look where it's leading me in my life. All these drinking." I said, "I'm done." But it was only me I was lying to that day because it was only 30 days later to where I was back doing the same shit that I'd been doing previous. So when I went and got arrested and ended up going to jail, I spent some time in a prison that, first of all, you don't want to go to. It's not a fun place to be. There aren't many people that you can call friends when you go to prison. When I was released and got out, sitting in the parking lot, there again was my sponsor. And he says to me before I get in the car, "David, I love you. Have you had enough yet, man?" Now, he had met me at rehab, asked me the same question. He had met me at prison and asked me the same question. I am so done with this drinking and this dope. I said, "I've had enough. I'm finished." 3 months later, David's right back out there doing what I thought that I wanted to do, which meant what? Doing drugs and drinking all over again. And only until May 28, 2005, did I find the truth of what my sponsor was trying to say to me. He was trying to tell me, "David, when you have enough, you can find the truth in staying clean and staying sober and leading a happy, good life." And May 28th, that's the date that I call today my sobriety date. I've been clean and sober since that day, but that's the day David died. And I'm just a lucky, blessed man to be able to sit in here with you and tell you that if you get a chance, please take 5 minutes and listen to my story, buy my book, get it out there, and let the truth be told about what this drinking and drugs and alcohol, and along with ATV safety, can happen to someone's life.
Now, Dave goes around to schools, institutions also, right?
Yep, I go to jails,
And-
institutions, anywhere I'm
Yeah,
invited.
everywhere. He goes to speak about the ATV, the drug and alcoholism, and I think it's an awesome thing because here in the county that we come from, we don't have that shit. Nobody wants to listen to what's really going on. They've covered it up, swept it under the rug. 10 years ago, I went on this journey with my son. For 10 years, I've been fighting it. Now they're finally realizing, because we have 27 deaths with children, and I say children because everybody's under 25.
Unbelievable.
And here it's not rehabilitation before incarceration. It's incarceration, and then we'll figure out what the fuck to do.
Right.
And it's never, ever been put in any type of paperwork for the county. The drug and alcohol has to be part of it, and they don't offer that in our jail here in Franklin County. The commissioners sit around with their fingers up their ass, don't want to do anything. The jail, they don't want to hear it because it's their job just to take care of the prisoners, and it doesn't matter what happens beyond that. I know one of our friends, Nikki Reesner, her daughter, begged Ashley was her name, begged and begged and begged the day that they released her from jail. Please don't put me back out on the street because I know that I cannot do it. I know that if I go out, I am going to die. And that's exactly what happened. 2 years later,
Unbelievable. You know, another thing that I've learned in talking to you is that it's hard to say goodbye, and enough is enough to someone that we love, whether it be a child, an aunt, an uncle, a brother, a sister. It's hard to say goodbye. It's hard to say your final farewell at a funeral home or in a car accident or whatever may happen due to this using and drinking stuff that's causing so many lives. But isn't it much easier to say goodbye to somebody that we love, letting go of them and not cradling them anymore in our homes, feeling sorry for them and taking care of them, when in essence what they really need is the truth. Here's the truth. I love you, like my mom told me. I came home one day after drinking and doing drugs, and she knew what I was doing. She met me at the front door. David, I love you, but you don't live here anymore. The best thing that ever happened to me was for my mom to say, David, that's it. We've had enough. We've lost enough. It's over with. I love you. When you get clean and sober, please come back home.
that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to do the tough love. The dad's trying to fight me, but my thing is he only ever dealt with him every other weekend his whole life. Now he's 26. It's much easier to fix a child than it is a person.
Yes, it is. And how can you fix somebody that you can only fix them for so long until you get that phone call that all of us don't want? That our child that we raised is now deceased, is now dead. We have to go to a viewing and a funeral of one of our own because somebody was taking care of them. Let me help you. I know you've heard. Look the shape you're in. Please come back here.
Thanks for your time today.
Yes.
We'll edit this, and as soon as I get it on track, we'll put it up and run it. I'm gonna put you online now.
Put me on who?
I'm gonna put you online now.
Extreme Metalwork.
There you go. Hang on. Hey guys, this is Wicked Bernadette here at Extreme Metalworks. I have a visitor in the studio today. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's David Barrows. Growing up, they called me Go-Go.
We grew up together. He's here. He wrote a book.
From Certain Death to Saving Lives.
Get it? Because it's awesome. He is a recovering alcoholic. And
11 years clean and sober.
From drugs also.
Drugs also.
He was in an ATV accident that took his life literally.
In 2005, I was pronounced dead 3 times, went into a coma. Dead at ExtremeMetalworks.com.
He's pretty awesome. He came here today to do an interview with me. I'm going to edit it, and I'll make sure that I get it in for you guys. John Bonastock.
Tumor!
Don't miss this.
We love you, brother.
We love you. Keep rocking and doing what you do, baby.
Going global.
Yeah, from me too.
Okay, there it is.